put you on the spot right now.
Baby, no, I wanted to chill my love. Mm. But I feel the vibe is rising, visualize it, baby. Temptation is real. No, 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 no.
There we go. I get okay. They hear you. They hear you. Say y'all hear him. They hear you.
They can hear me?
They hear. We, goddamn. I tell you,
Yeah.
we ain't letting technology win.
It's been a big time trip.
It will test your patience. It will test your patience. You know what I'm saying?
I
Speak.
tried to log on my computer and then I'd have to exit out. That's what that second server was.
Ah, gotcha. But we made it work. We made it work. We made it work. Shout out to everybody that's on, and shout out to everybody that's been patient enough with us, man. Just speaking on technology, and we cracked the joke about technology, and we're not gonna let it beat us. But as you, as a songwriter, an author, a performer, someone who pens their lyrics, also performs their lyrics, how do you preferably feel about the boom in like the AI singing, and a lot of it he got a big smile, and a lot of it is like it's targeting the ballad, the singing, a lot. There's a few rap, but it's really hitting like that R&B market to a full. How do you feel about that as an artist?
In a blunt fashion, I hate it. I ain't gonna lie. And the only reason why is because, like I said, I'm chasing something real. I love a real sound. And I feel like AI music, it takes away, like, it take away all of the substance. It take away all of the real feeling and nature behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like it's cheating. Like, I seen one of the AI artists was charting. Like, what the heck? You up there charting, but they can't perform. So I'm not tripping. They can't take pictures. They can't perform. Yeah,
I
but
I, I, I dig it. I dig it. It's a really hot topic, and target, and coming from your standpoint, do you feel the pressure or the essence? I know you said they can't perform, so you got an edge on that already. Like, I could bust a move, I could sing at the drop of a dime when somebody asks me. So the realism of that most definitely hits. But do you ever feel like in the market of your genre or music itself, it's I don't want to say threatening, but it's a little pressure?
definitely, I could definitely say in the back of my mind, it put a little bit of pressure because, like I said, if something like that can get on the charts, and I've literally seen it with my own eyes. Some people don't know it's AI. Some
Yeah.
people hear it and they're like, "Oh, like this person sound good. Like this person sound great. Like this new artist I've been listening to." So to me, it's like, damn, like how much space do we really got? And there's a lot of artists out here. We gotta go up against AI as well. Just another thing to worry about. But I feel like if this meant for you, it's gonna show. Cause you keep doing what you're doing. That's another thing that I can't compare myself or focus on. You know what I'm saying?
What are you in these days? What are you focusing on?
What I'm focused on is making an impact and being an inspiration because I have a lot of. It's always a lot going on in the world, but I got young men and young women around me who dealing with stuff. They starting to get into real life, and they ask questions. They they want to know how certain stuff work, and I feel like being able to paint a clear picture, being able to make it to where damn I could relate. I want them to be able to be like, I could relate, like damn, like I'm not alone. I want somebody to be able to hear my stuff and be like, it saved my life. Like that's my goal. I want people to not feel alone, whether they children, whether they dealing with their mental health and they 48 years old living in their grandma basement. Like I just want somebody to be able to feel like this person helped me.
That's
Like
deep.
that's the main goal.
That's deep, my brother. You know, coming from it, and I want to salute you now. I know our conversation got chopped up all over the place, and I asked you questions before, but coming from the essence of, and I don't want to keep putting your age, but coming in this industry, you see consistency between certain activities, and you have this great deal of maturity, not just in your music, but your approach and your delivery of that. What can you say uh, contributes to this maturity that you have, and at this grace of years of living you are right now?
I feel like age is defined by experience. I feel like what we go through determines where we are at. You feel me? Some people are 40, 50 years old, never been to a funeral before. Some people is 12 and they've been to 12 funerals. You know what I'm saying? So I would say my experiences, um, the things that I've seen in life, the questions I've asked, and the times I had to fall and get back up. That's what made me mature fast. I lost my dad when I was 6 years old. So struggle started off real. My house burnt down, being homeless, different stuff like that. It made me survive instead of learn how to live growing up. So I feel like that played a big role. And my mama, I love you, mama. That's one too.
Yeah,
And my
yeah,
brother.
yeah. She was on. I remember the last time she was in the chat. She was holding it down. She was holding it down, and I know she's holding it down right now. You spoke about experiences, and a lot of times, we come from experiences that, many people can't even handle. And on
Mhm.
top of coming from those experiences, we still lug that luggage with us wherever we go. Mental health is a big topic these days. How do you balance the experience with learning new experiences and still being in the moment?
Honestly, taking it one day at a time and thinking before I speak, react, move, and do anything. Like that's been my biggest focus. Cause I see as I'm getting older, life not getting no easier. You know what I'm saying? Like everything seemed like it's one thing after another. So I feel like just again learning from my experiences and trying to just take something away from everything that's going on rather than from you can get overstimulated a lot. I see it happens a lot with myself. I get overstimulated. But just taking a moment to identify it, like you gotta relax. Or like I said, putting it into music. That's why I really sit down and focus. If I'm feeling up and rowdy, I'm finna go make a real hard ass trap beat where I could really get on there and have some bass booming.
Yeah,
Or if I'm down in the slums and sad and stuff, I'm finna probably go in there and make a song to where I'm gonna probably cry in the end, stuff like that.
adding your experience. I had a conversation with my wife recently, and I said, as an artist, when you really do this, you do it when you up or you down. Like, it just translates how you do it. It doesn't stop, but how you do it translates in how you feel, and you just captured that directly. I want to go back a little bit, and you mentioned, like, if I'm up, I'll make a beat with the trap sound or whatever. So you produce and write your music. And as I say produce, for those that listen now, I mean, like, he also orchestrates the beat. Is this true?
Yes, I do be in here cooking up. I be
So
trying to dibble and dabble.
so did that come later in your career, in the plight of your career, or that was something in the beginning that translated in with the R&B or the singing?
The singing, that was forever since the beginning. The
Okay.
beats came later on. Beats
Okay.
came later on and stuff. Beats happened because trying to find, say, like consistent producers, looking for certain sounds, looking for certain customizable. I don't know. When you make stuff on your own, you it don't get right unless you do it yourself. And once I started making beats, I seen it was like a whole nother world. It made me understand making even raps or making singing songs or verses, hooks, whatever. It made me understand it more. Like playing the piano, stuff like that. Like it makes you really understand what a hit is, the recipe for a good song, a catchy song, just all
That's
of that
right.
different stuff.
That's right. That's real. That's real. I like that. So my man Ivan from Russia, my man Ivan. He's a deep supporter of the show, and he says why he said why his name sound familiar. Now, for those that might not know, recently we had on our show the A&R desk, and for that particular show it was called the Is It a Smash, and the winner of the Is It a Smash was gonna get a chance to present their music to I posted just a major label, but the label was Def Jam, and my brother right here, JR's, he actually submitted and won the competition. So we will be walking into Def Jam to present your music. How do you, as an artist, and I know independency is a big thing right now. Like we really love the independency, and we could do so much with independency. But hearing that moment of opportunity to do that, was there, because you're the only person that submitted. We had someone waiting. You were the only one who submitted to compete against another brother. Was there a nervousness? Did you doubt the moment or anything? Like, how did you feel? And I'm just trying to get into the space and mind of you.
To be so real with you, Spud, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like I always gotta. I don't know if it's an insecurity. It's always a small little sense of doubt. Like, damn, like I don't know, like fuck it. I'm gonna excuse my language. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
you
gonna just
could
go
cuss all
for it.
you want if you want.
You know what I'm saying? But now I gotta be polite and all of that. It was just doing that. It kind of went through my head like, I don't know. But I got to the point to where, like I said, I'm just trying to get something out of it. Even if I don't win, I'm gonna support the next person. I use these moments to try to get something out of it, even if whether I win, lose, draw, anything like that. Whether I make a connection, whether I'm like, hey, bro, you won, take my number down. Let me cut your hair, something like that. You feel me? So entering that, I didn't have no, oh, you finna go in here and win this. Oh, you finna go in here and you got it in the bag. It was just, man, enter, get feedback, listen to what the people got to say. If you do win, you win. If you don't, you wasn't expecting to, but hope for the best type stuff.
And you pulled off the win. You surely pulled off the win, and this is for everybody listening. You ever heard the phrase in a lotto? You got to be in it to win it, right?
Yeah.
You got to be in it to win it, and sometimes that one doubt, that one thing that pushes us to be like, man, nah, that ain't me. We'll never know. But I'm glad someone went in there. It was a great competition. I'm glad you win. I mean, I've been speaking about you for some time, so it's glad to finally be able to show and prove and have you walk into the building as well. Going into your music, what's in store for you? Like, what are you cooking up as of lately? Any new projects? What's the vision? Because according to Miss J, she's like, yo, he's a grinder. He's a full-time student. He's an artist. He's a barber. Miss J was like, he do it all. But she in the chat like, he don't play. You be on your grind.
Man, I stay on it. Like I said, shout out to my mama. The main goal, first thing first, is finish school. And as far as with music, I got 2 projects loading up. An R&B project, and then you know how I kind of do like a tribulations and trial, like I don't be knowing what to call it, because I kind of consider myself like a music shapeshifter. It be all over the place.
Okay.
It might not be just singing R&B, but I have been catering a lot to the R&B.
Okay.
And I've been real focused on trying to get visuals. That's been the main thing, is getting visuals so I can be able to promote the music. So yeah, R&B project, and then we gonna say it's Arce thing project, because I don't know what genre it is, but it's just gonna be
okay.
It's gonna be me doing what I do. You gonna see.
I love that. Now, we spoke and you mentioned that you're in school.
Mm-hmm.
But and especially in this era, a lot of people are not looking towards school. They trying to find, I don't want to say the easy way or the quicker way, but alternative routes to their goal. Going to school is a big step, and saying like, yo, my first and foremost is finishing this. What was the inspiration of that? Like, turning your directions towards school?
The inspirations for following all the way through to go to college, I always been a big time learner. Like I just always been interested in trying to soak up more information and trying to build up my vocabulary, build up my inventory, and see how much I can put under my belt. So going to school, I did it for me, for my mama. Um, my older brother, he played a very big inspiration because I look up to my older brother. You feel me? Me and him, he gonna be mad I said this, but this is my older brother. Like day one, used to take baths together, type stuff. So seeing him go to college and being able to make it, it's like, man, you ain't finna leave me behind. Like you not finna leave me behind, bro. I'm finna. So that I could say my older brother played a big role in me taking that step of getting up. But I always wanted to go to college. I always loved learning. I always been interested in trying to go to the next level. He just made he kind of lit a fire under my ass though, for real, for real.
I respect that. I respect that, and I get it. I get it, and it's motivational and empowering to hear how you speak, about education and going to school because it's rare in these conversations this day, especially for a musician. Like, it's like, I'm dropping out or I ain't doing it. I ain't working. I'm gonna focus on music. I'm gonna focus on music, and sometimes that's not a reality step, especially if you want to do it right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just seeing this a lot. I see why people will drop out. I see why people be like, nah, man, I'm finna go all in on music, or nah, I'm finna give up on music and focus on school. Because to balance it, I do see it's a lot, but you gotta be focused. It's only gonna be a lot if you're not focused. That's the biggest thing. You gotta be focused if you really want to make this happen. Because there's a lot of distractions in college. It's too much stuff to do. It's stuff everywhere. And it's like if you always fall for the okey doke, you always going out, you always trying to get drunk, trying to get high, trying to go chase after a female or a dude or whatever, you're it don't work like that. Like it's not gonna happen. It's just one of the things. If you want it to happen, you gotta just be focused on it. It's boring, but you gotta be focused on it. That's what you want to do.
That's words of wisdom right there. Amber Essence says, "Focus is the key," and you reiterated focus. Now, let me ask you a question pertaining your focus. A lot of people are focused on going back to focused on like, yo, I want a team, or I have a team. I need a team. I can't do it without a team. In your essence, I know mom is a big influence. I know your brother is there, but as far as your musical sense as a team, do you have that structure of a team? And if not, how do you maintain the balance to keep doing it the way you are?
I feel like I'm trying to put my team together as I go. Like that's the main thing. I know you do need a team. I know you do. Well, no, you don't need, but it makes it that it's much easier like that with a team. It's much you got a much higher success rate when you got a team doing it. So I feel like I'm putting together a team right now. Like I said, self sufficiency is one of my biggest things. That's one of the main things. It's Arce thing stand for being self sufficient, being able to make it happen if ends can't meet, like being able to get it done. So I feel like a team is important, but if I was to produce a whole album, mix, master it, record it, and put it out and it blow, I'm gonna be all the blood, sweat, and tears gonna be way more worth it. Way, way more worth it. You know?
I'm over here smiling because I rarely hear someone say in reference, you don't need a team, but you could utilize a team. It'll make it much easier.
Yeah.
And I recently had a conversation with one of my partners, and I reiterated that. I said, no one needs a team; they could utilize a team, and understanding the positions. If you could play or understand the positions of the team you need, you have a better sense of putting someone in that position because you already understand the depth of it. So it really takes a lot of you understanding the roles of a team. Like that's the key that a lot of people don't do. Understand the roles of the team, being able to do as much as in your reach, so that way you could put someone in that position. Because if you just putting people in your position and you don't get it, they're gonna be doing whatever.
They gonna be doing whatever.
They're gonna be doing whatever. And this is what we see a lot with people who got teams hoping they're gonna get something out of it. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
you right now, if you could share an advice to say there's a young brother that's wanting to go into this music industry and possibly R&B or whatever, but a young brother, what kind of advice would you share to a younger creative about to step foot into this industry?
What I would tell this young brother is everybody is gonna be a critic, but you're your biggest critic. I would tell him once you start, don't stop. Because once you stop, it's gonna be hard to get back on. I would tell him stay focused. Like I would tell him if this is what you want, it's going to show in the long run. So the amount of work you put in is what you're gonna get out. And I would tell him have fun with it. Do it because you love it. Have fun with it. Like don't treat it like a chore. Have fun. Make music because you love it and it's gonna come out better. Like don't chase money, chase your happiness, chase your peace. Because that's one thing I learned with music. I seen the biggest thing was when I was trying to chase success or trying to make it, trying to be heard, trying to make money.
Hey, my voice.
It's like each time you reach a milestone and you look in the mirror and you like, damn, I'm not even happy. It make you just be like, well, what am I doing this for? Because at the end of the day, that type of stuff not gonna leave you. So I would say focus on that. Make yourself happy while you're making music. And don't stop. Don't stop.
That's my biggest thing. Don't stop. You have a really great wisdom to you, my brother.
I appreciate it.
And not just towards music, but just like the perspectives of life. Like you have a really good wisdom, and wisdom comes with a lot of pain, a lot of hardship, a lot of learning, you know what I mean? And the learning is not always fun. There's a lot of hitting your head, bumping your toes when it comes to life experiences, but it becomes a gem when you get the best out of that gem. You got a record right now. We played it on our show this week that just passed, and it's called Ease Your Mind. Let's talk a little bit about that record and the direction, and I also want to give the people a little taste of that right after that. But let's talk about that record real quick. Ease Your Mind.
Okay, for sure. So, for one, it's in the title. Ease Your Mind basically is a statement of me saying like, look, I don't know if I have the time to give you that fairy tale that you looking for, but I can ease your mind. Like, I know we going through life. Like, we could take a trip out to another country. We can go on a vacation or something. We don't even gotta be together. Like, I could ease your mind. You could ease my mind. We don't even gotta stress. Like, don't even worry about none of that. And it's me saying, if you could hold it down, then we could be locked in forever. If you could hold it down, me and you, girl, we can cross mountains. I'm saying, just trust me. Let me ease your mind, baby. Like, I got you. And just being smooth about it throughout the song. Because I feel like a lot of people, they love to chase relationships and titles, and they love that aesthetic. But it's not always aesthetically pleasing. You know what I'm saying? It don't always. It sound good. That's how some of my people. It sound good, but it ain't always good. Sometimes they don't need that title. Just let me ease your mind, baby. Just relax.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie to you. You turned into a something else. Just I'm glad you focus in college. Because a lot of people be in trouble. my boy turned it on just now. He's like, ease your mind. Like, yeah, I see you, brother.
Look,
I see you. I'm glad you focus. I'm so glad you focus. And that's, like you said, that's how you know it's real. Let's give the people a little taste of that real quick. This is Ease Your Mind. Check it out, y'all.
My voice messed up right now. I ain't even trying to be on no YB shit, but I gotta say it off the bat, cause I ain't gonna be able to be high notes like I want to. It's an Arce. I ain't gonna be able to be man, my shit sound raspy. One day we can take a trip out to another country. We can go off on vacation up in Italy, baby. Hold it down, girl, watch what I do. Watch what I do. I'm just tryna vibe, let me ease your mind. I'ma keep it G, girl, I ain't tryna waste time. Let me ease your mind, baby. I just wanna know, girl, do I look bulletproof? You keep on tryna give me the take shot, baby, what's up with you? I told you I don't drink, but we can roll another one. We can fuck till the sun come up. Baby, I've been tryna peek at your brain all night. See if you a candidate for me to book that flight. Hunting at the Hilton, Casamigos all night. That's right, most nights she be tripping, but the liquor got her acting thin. She do it on her own, she all about a blue face. Treat it like a gang, cause you know me, I heard me sack chase. She just in my phone, Jason, what you want? I was drinking run away. One day we can take a trip out to another country. Like we can go off on vacation up in Italy, baby. Hold it down, girl, watch what I do. Watch what I can do for you. I'm just tryna find, let me ease your arm. Just tryna keep it G, I ain't tryna waste time. Let me ease your mind, baby. I just wanna know. I just wanna know. Baby, tell me what it is that you be looking for out here. We can work it out, baby, no 24. And we can make love for about 3 or 4 hours. We can watch the sun come up at 6 a.m. A balcony in Germany or Switzerland, babe. I ain't know about relationship. Oh, no, you ain't even my lady. Oh, baby, you know how to live. Oh, baby, I don't know what it is, baby. Wherever you wanna go, we can pack up and go to the moon. One day we can take a trip out to another country. Like yeah, vacation up in Italy.
That right there was Ease Your Mind.
I ain't get to enjoy it with y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I heard the echoes through the little microphone.
Yeah.
And
You heard that? He was rocking to it.
I was for sure there.
Like for the years that I've been within this industry, I've seen a lot of people who, and I don't want to take nothing from anybody, but I've seen a lot of people mimic extremely phenomenal mimickers. And what I mean is they have a favorite artist or something, and they mimic their artist to the T, and they make really good stuff, but it doesn't come from like a place of theirs. Mm-hmm. And when I hear your music, I get that real sense of like it comes from a place of you. Like we're getting you in the music, and that's the purity I think R&B used to capture, compared to like why diminish, because a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I could get girls in there, or I'm just gonna sing like Bobby. No, you mimicking Bobby, like that's not you, and you capture that deeply. With that being said, what do you think is else for you? Do you feel you reached your pinnacle of like height and like, yo, this is the mark, or there's more for J. Arce?
No, not at all. I ain't reached the mark. I ain't reached the pinnacle. Because to be real, I've been spending so much time trying to find out who J. Arce is and go in there and establish my sound. So I feel like, why stop now? Like, I really love music, like beyond R&B. I love R&B music as well, but I love R&B, pop, jazz. I love blues, all type of stuff, funk, all type of music. So it's like, I feel like, okay, say I cap off this one, I can move over to the next thing. I just love music. I want to consume and learn how to make as many different types of music as I can, instead of capping off, because I feel like that's what this is. Like how they say, ball is life, music is life, and I feel like it. Why I gotta stop? It don't never gotta stop.
I agree on that, my brother. The wisdom continues. We getting a lot of claps and fires in the chat, and someone said authentic, and that is the true word to capture authentic.
I appreciate it
You
for real.
know, you know, we on this show we always ask questions, but it's conversation based, and there's only one question that ever is the same for everybody. And I asked you this question before, when I got to sit down with you, but I'm asking it again to see where this wisdom will take us. If you could look at the younger JRs and tell yourself anything in the world, what would you say, and the why?
What I would tell younger JRs is don't hold back, don't be scared, and I would tell him don't worry about what anybody else think. I will also tell him time is precious. Like these youthful years that you got, take advantage of them. Because one thing I noticed about my music before compared to now, even with some friends and stuff, you could literally hear how much fun you having in the music. You could literally hear the joy, or you can hear the hunger. You could hear that fire, like you could hear it. You could hear that shit to where you just like, man, I want this shit. I want my record to blow up tomorrow. Compared to now, it's like, okay, I'll spend a day off a record and then go back to it a couple days later. Before, I was staying up all night. I'm staying up and then I'm trying to stay up the night after that. Then I'm waking up at 8 o'clock in the morning. You could hear it. So I would tell him, don't waste that time and energy. Make as much shit as you can. Because this shit right here, that's the precious stuff. When I listen to the old music, I just be like, damn, like, nigga, you was rocking in there. You was, yeah, it don't even be perfect, but I just be like, damn, like, you was really in there having fun with it all the way. Like, now, like I say, I be pouring my pain out. Before, it was just fun with it and shit. I'm on the bus writing lyrics and shit. Like, that's what I would tell him.
I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. When you say you listen to your old stuff, like, damn, you was going in. I had to put out a bunch of my old music just because of that. And like you said, it wasn't perfect, it wasn't mixed, but I was like, man, that joint right there just captured a certain particular feel of who and what I was and what it meant to me compared to now, where it's like, I don't want to say I got a few bumps and bruises, so now my approach is a little stern, where it was a little bit more free, like, all right, this is what I want to say, I'm having a little jolly time with it, and that's dope. We got a question from the chat, and Miss Jackson asked this question, and her question was like, she wanted to know, how was the working on the experience, the songs that you did on the experience, and how did that moment affect you in any way, working on the experience project?
That's a very interesting question, and I'm happy she asked. Working on the experience, and I would say this about any project, excuse me. Um, I like the challenge of it. Like, I feel like working on projects like that, it makes music feel like this is my career. Like this is my life. This is my job. Not like job like work, but it's like this is what I want to do. Like, so when you get sent a beat and they like, this is what I'm going for. This the type of vibe. This the concept. See if you can knock it out. It's like, what? I want to see what I can come up with. I'm finna try to go in there and I'm finna try to blow your socks off. And I feel like what the experience did, that experience that I got from the experience, it it opened up like that kid realm, like that having fun with it. Like, yeah, it's a challenge. Like, okay, let me see how I can go in here and bring this to life. Or for example, I like challenges, whether it's a challenge where it's like, see if you can do it or not, or whether it's a everybody got the same beat and see if we can come up with different song for I like that type of stuff. Cause like I said, that's music.
Yeah.
That's music right there. You know what I'm saying?
I will say, and Miss J's gonna laugh at this, and there's probably gonna be people in the chat that laugh at this. working with Miss J could be a challenge. Like, yeah, that one chuckles you. Working with Miss J could be a challenge. She will push the envelope.
Yeah.
It will be creative. It will be some dope stuff. But she will get you out your comfort zone. Like, Miss J, hold on a second.
Where
Wait.
he like, oh, this different. Like, let me see what I can come up with.
Let me
Okay.
see. Yeah. So shout out to Miss J. I had to get her. I had to get
It's
her.
all love. Shout out Miss J. Always.
So working with the Experience album, it was like a real, I want to say collaborative. There was, many beats was coming to you and working with the direction or whatever the case may be. How are you now working with artists? Is this something that you buckle in focusing on your project, or are you open to working with artists? And if you are, what's the best way for artists to tap in with you?
I'm definitely open to working with artists. One thing I'm real big on though is if we gonna do it, let's do it. Like, let's not play around with it. If we gonna do it, let's do it. If you gonna send me an open and we got a plan to drop this song, let's put something in motion. Let's come up with a plan. Let's get a cover art. Let's actually keep the plan alive. If this plan disappear for 6 to 8 months, and they like, let's drop this song. I'm not gonna be urgent, like, okay, let's get on it and drop the song. I'm gonna be like, hold on, I'm working on my own stuff right now. That's when I'll really be like, yeah, you gotta wait type stuff. But anybody want to reach out to make music, you can reach out on Instagram, shoot me a DM. I'll send you my email. I ain't gonna lie, I got a cynical personality. I can't just say my stuff out there.
I dig
Somebody
it.
get my email, try to hack me or something. But shoot me a DM and let's chop it up. I'll send you my email. We can go from there. I make beats. You can send me an open. I can send you an open, or we can make something from scratch.
Say no more. Say no more. Amber Lyric said, "I need a collab." Miss J said, "This guy is my secret weapon."
I
most de-
appreciate it.
you most definite. We are in a era of everybody getting their flowers, my brother. Like that's a thing. Like people just shooting that around a lot. But here on MJMG Presents, by way of SHU Radio, we don't give out flowers. We give out honor, because flowers do die, but honor lasts forever. And I want to take this time to give you your honor, my brother. And I don't want to keep chalking it up to your age, but as a person who went through my own level of experiences, you see a conditioning through a certain period of age group that don't have the wisdom and the experience or the delivery of the experience to give guidance, not only to themselves, but to those around them. And not only do you perpetuate that, you live it. Not only do you live it, when you listen to your music, you can hear the maturity of the songs and the essence that you put into giving it body and effect. And outside of that, if people don't know the essence of you in your grind and your plight to not only finish school, but make things happen from working. The day we were on this show, and I'm going to say this on the air for a lot of people don't know, the day we were on the show for the competition, you was working.
I think I was there cutting somebody hair.
You was cutting hair, my brother. You was cutting hair. When you hear me, you was like, yo, I'm cutting hair. You was cutting hair. And the dedication between balancing what you have to do, what you want to do, and what possibly you're going to do is a magic that a lot of people don't have. They don't have the dedication and the discipline to actually step foot in either realm. And you're juggling not only that, but you're juggling life itself. And those things are not easy, because some people fail at just life at its core. Forget the habit, forget the work, forget everything. They forget the life itself. So I want to give you your honor, my brother. You administrate, demonstrate, and hold the essence of a very important, powerful, and great person. Don't ever let up. And keep that balance, because just a few minutes ago, if you, in your other life, you was probably a pimp, because I saw it coming out. I saw it coming out, but we got it controlled and we got it maintained, and I'm happy about that. But I saw the remnants of it. But all jokes aside, my brother,
my past life was coming out. That's all. It wasn't
it's all my past life.
I was in there watching Friday. That's why, and it's fresh on my mind. That's all it was.
Yo, I most definitely got to give you that salute. But on a serious note, if right now if there's any words of, I don't want to say wisdom, but if there's any words that you want to share, or just put into the universe,
Mhm.
I want to leave that. I want to leave that open to you right now to share that and put that in the air.
The words that I will leave in the universe would be go with your first mind, but always think things through. And I know that may sound confusing, but see, we know when we being impulsive, and we know when we not listening to God, or we not listening to ourselves on the inside. Feel me? Sometimes we can just be like, damn, I ain't been listening to myself for a long time. And then it just cause you to do something that cause chaos. And it can
Hmm.
cause a lot of chaos more than you bargained for. So I would say, listen to your first mind. Like, do things right the first time. That's basically what I mean for that. Do things right the first time. And time is precious.
Time is precious.
Time is precious. On me, we only just, what I would say, if you're holding a grudge, if it's somebody you ain't talked to, if it's somebody you need to talk to, if it's something that you need to get off your chest, call that person. On me, you're not hurting nobody but yourself. That's the biggest thing I would say. When it comes to holding grudges, when it comes to having envy or hatred in your heart, it don't hurt nobody but yourself because it starts a war in your mind. And once you got a war started in your mind, it's not gonna end unless you end it. And people can't read your mind. So when it's somebody who you feel like you just mad at the world, and you just like, I just can't stand that person, and you probably really just want them to understand you, but y'all don't speak the same language. You could
Hmm.
just got to get them to understand you by trying to speak in their language, if that makes sense. Call that person, whether it's your mom, your dad, your son, your daughter, your friend, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife. Call that person and just talk to them. Sometimes all it take is for you to take that step, because they probably been thinking about you too,
That's right.
on the real. So that's the biggest thing I would say. Don't hold on to no hatred. It's gonna hurt you more than it's gonna hurt anybody else. We chasing peace on the
We
real.
we chase the piece. Give a round of applause, man. My man coming for my job. You coming for my job, brother. I'm about to turn the show over to you. I'm about to give it over to. Nah, salute to you, Miss J. Say can't wait to you. Go to NY.
I can't wait.
Most definitely. I look forward. I look forward for that moment. And like you said, we're gonna do it right. And we're gonna do it right, like we spoke. We're not force feeding anything. We're gonna do this right. They,
Hell
they
yeah.
said they said go and speak, nephew. So you most definitely. Before I let you go, I want to commend the people who support you.
Mm.
I noticed this the day of the show for the competition, and I see it now. We came on 4 different times, possibly even 5, and people keep showing up for you, supporting you, and that also and this is a testimony to who you are as well. That right there is a rare thing, my brother. I don't want to say it's a rare thing. It's a hard thing for people to put aside and show up for other people, because everybody's in the need to show up for themselves. So you keep that in mind as well, that you have a base that really supports and shows up for you. So keep doing what you got to do, because they see that and they support it. And I want to send a big shout out to everybody who is supporting this young man, because in this day and age, it's hard for our young people to get that support in the things that they love or the things that they're doing good, because usually it's just said to be like, this is what you should be doing. He's supposed to be going to school. Yeah, regardless, but he's doing it and he has the support. So I want to salute everybody in the chat that came out to support you. And I want to shout you out for being worthy of that support. Keep doing your thing, my brother. And I look forward to seeing you in NY very soon.
Yeah.
And we
I
make
look
that.
forward to it as well. Can I say one more thing?
You sure can.
This the last thing I want to say. First off, shout out to everybody in the chat. I can't see y'all, but just know I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. If I don't know you, I can get to know you, and we can all be cool. We can all get along. We can all be cool. Ain't won't be no wrong. I appreciate y'all. God bless y'all. And at the end of the day, now, I mean at the beginning of the day too, but at the end of the day, just remember, it's an arts thing, baby. It's an arts thing, baby. That's all I gotta say. And I
Get it.
appreciate you, Spud, like always. Follow me on Instagram. I think y'all can see me on Instagram _the J Arce. We got new work coming soon. Spud, I'm gonna see you real soon. We gonna
That's
lock
right.
in.
That's right, my brother.
Lock in.
We
I heard
sure.
people in New York can hoop. Can you hoop?
I hope that's why. That's how I got my name.
We gonna see.
That's how I
But
got my
man,
name. That's how I got
we
my name.
gonna see.
I actually was going. I had a scholarship for St. John's, and the coach was trying to adopt me, man. When I got in trouble, he was trying to adopt me to keep me to go to school, man. But unfortunately, my route took a whole nother turn, and I had a new level of experiences ahead of me, to put it kindly. But yeah, that's how I got my name Spud from Spud Web.
Everything happens for a reason.
It sure
And once you
does.
got the hooping, you don't lose it. So we gonna see if you still got it.
Say no more. Say no
We gonna
more.
see.
We here, my brother. Man, it was great. Thank you. And again, I apologize for all the technical difficulties, but we made it work. I'm glad we made it work, and we didn't have to reschedule or anything. But hopefully in the future we can have you come back on the show, and then we could talk about some of the new stuff that's going on.
Hey, I'm always excited. Just let me know. Give me a ring. I appreciate you, Spud.
I got you, my brother. You have a good night.
Always, man. God bless you.
Bless you too, my brother.
All right, man.
That right there was J Arce. Now, don't go anywhere. I'm going to give you the final word. And then we're going to close with Can't Get Enough. We're going to close with one more record of his. One more record of his off the MJMG Presents. But I'm going to keep this sweet and short because y'all hung out with me for long enough. And despite all our discrepancies and technical difficulties, I'm going to say it like this. If you didn't get anything from today, take this. The journey has two different levels of experiences. It has one in the moment as you're going through it. And many times when we're going through that journey and the experience, we're faced with the immediate. And our immediate gives us a different perspective than the after. And what I mean by that, the after has a gem that you can't get nowhere else in life until you get past it. I heard this young man talk about, just going through everything, figuring it out, going to school, looking at his brothers, and he's in the moments, but he never lets the afters be wasted. He never lets the hardships be wasted. He never let those moments that help groom and guide him into the directions of the things that he's doing to keep him focused and balanced neglected. So I say this to everybody, don't just get caught in the moment of the now. Get through that so it could be an after. And once it's an after, they say don't look back, but you can reflect. And once you reflect, take that gem from the after and bring it with you to the next moment, the next now. And I guarantee you that next now won't be as hard as it used to, because each gem is a tool to guide you and navigate you through that hurdle, through that hole, through that pothole, through that swamp, through that quicksand, whatever it is you may face. Every after helps you with your now. I want to send a big shout out to everybody that was out. We're going to close it out with Can't Get Enough. Thank you again for coming on the show. Check us out every Monday, 9:30, where we sit down with individuals and we just chop it up. That's all we do. We chop it up. Check us out on 9:30 p.m. on Wednesdays for the A&R desk, where we bring A&Ring right to your phone. All right, y'all. I know y'all had enough of me. I know y'all got things to do. Much love. I really love the support. Have a great night. This is J Arce off the MJMG Presents Experience. Can't Get Enough.
SHU Studio. We get